So, the Unicron Trilogy Megatron. He was a warrior king who ended up giving his life to save his rival and put a stop to Unicron, and eventually he degraded down to basically a rabid dog having to be put down by Optimus Prime. Really kind of a sad and tragic story, honestly. We haven't gotten many new toys of him since the Unicron Trilogy ended, but we did have a go at one back during the Combiner Wars toy line. It was kind of a cancerous growth. It kicked me in the metaphorical dick for thinking we might get more Unicron Trilogy stuff after the thrilling 30 Starscream. But you know what? It's been almost 10 years since then. Wait. It's been 10 years since Combiner Wars. Wow. I am aging. Anyway, we've had time and a changing of the guard of higher-ups to serve as the chemo for that cancer. So is the new Legacy Evolution Megatron worthwhile? Starting with his robot mode, he's got a pretty imposing silhouette, and he feels really solid to hold in hand. He's every bit as intimidating as he seemed during Armada's best moment. He's got fantastic and aesthetically pleasing asymmetry all throughout his design, whether it be on his massive shoulder pauldrons, his forearms, legs, or even his boobs, giving a very sort of constantly reconstructed vibe to him. And when it comes to posability, he's got pretty heavy ratchets and glides that can depict weight in his limb movements without becoming clunky. He's very satisfying in his posability. And when it comes to his gimmicks, his Evo Fusion gimmick is kinda silly. It gives him access to one more gun and limited rotational firing, but hey, it's an homage. It was on the original toy, so he looks pretty damn silly with the dinky Star Saber that Starscream came with. And, for my money, just take one of those Vorpal Sabers that came with Amazon's Power of the Prime's Nemesis, or the Earthrise Spoiler Pack one, and it'll look great with him. He can also put the barrel of his tank on his hand for some reason. Kind of rough only seeing 5mm ports and no pegs for mini-cons though. But hey, take a Lego Technic pin and you can fix that. And for some quick relevant comparisons, the scale with Hotshot seems perfect, scale with Starscream does too. But Megatron with our most recent G1 Megatron feels a bit off, to be honest. I'd like to see the entirety of a leader class part count put towards the G1 Megatron at some point. The tank mode comes off as pretty cool and super sci-fi. It gets away with the H-tank design pretty well, and look relatively solid for an H-tank. He rolls pretty well via wheels under the fake tread. He has a bit of limited rotation in the turret section, but I guess it's fine. But even with a sci-fi excuse, we really can't open this relationship on false pretenses. He's got really gappy tread, and the thighs are really obvious. This last part is more of an issue with the design than with this specific toy, but the obvious robot head with stag beetle pincers is a dumb look in tank mode. I'd prefer if maybe the pincers slid forward to the top of the head while the rest of the head sunk into the chest. I guess it's good for what it is, though. Armada Megs is incredibly satisfying, though. If you're an Armada fan, you should definitely pick it up. I'm definitely looking forward to buying him again as some sort of exclusive Galvatron in like 6 months.